My name is Gail Maynard, and I just felt that I needed to post my experience having RLE surgery in Orlando, Florida. When I first decided that I didn't want to wear glasses anymore, I had heard about LASIK surgery, like many have, and I wanted to know if I was a candidate. So I had talked to some friends about the fact that I was wanting to do something about getting rid of glasses, and one of them had had a daughter that had gotten LASIK surgery and went to Dr. Hunter at Hunter Vision in Orlando, Florida. So on that referral, I went to see if I was a candidate. While I was there, I found out that unfortunately I was not a candidate for LASIK, but I was able to get eye correction surgery by having RLE surgery, which is kind of like having cataract surgery, but you don't have a cataract. So I wanted to understand what exactly was happening, and Dr. Hunter was great about explaining that my lens in my eyes had yellowed and also gotten hard. This happens naturally after you're around 40 to 50 years old. It starts happening. And that's when we're unable to read and we have to get readers. We begin to, realize that we're not seeing very well. Well, he said they would remove my old lens and then they would put in a new lens, and then I would be able to see reading and distance, because what they were going to do is a blended vision, which means that my dominant eye, which is my right eye, and you can figure that out by which eye you hold a camera up to. That is your most dominant eye. And so the dominant eye would be a lot more for distance, a little bit for reading, and then the non-dominant eye, which is my left, would be mostly for reading, but a little bit of distance. So it would be a blend. I understand traditionally that they put in, most of the time, a multifocal lens in your eyes when you need both reading and distance, or monovision, which your dominant eye would be only for distance, your non-dominant eye would only be for reading. The multifocal lens leaves halos because it operates on a circle that reflects, and when you're driving at night, you will have like rings around everything, lights and anything that the eye picks up. They're called halos. Monovision, about 60%, I understand, their brain is okay with that and very easily get used to it. But the other 40%, it takes much time, and it's a process. It's all about the brain. Dr. Hunter told me that he was going to do blended vision, which 98% of the people are able to handle that with their brain very easily, and they don't kind of go through that process of getting used to them. Well, after much thought, prayer, because it is your eyes, and I was nervous and I was scared because I thought, if anything happened to them, these are my eyes. Dr. Hunter did both eyes on the same day, and I was able to read text and see faces, details of faces the day of my surgery. I was amazed. Just amazed. It's microscopic surgery, so you don't even have stitches in your eyes or anything. I felt no pain. They administered Valium to me, so you're awake, but you're happily awake, they call it. It just calms the nerves and calms you and able to go through it without any problem. It takes 20 minutes per eye and about a 15-minute prep time for the second eye from the first eye. So I was in the surgery room about an hour, and I was out of the office within 2 hours. So I would like to give you a little idea of what to expect if you choose to go through this type of surgery. First of all, you'll go in and see if you're a candidate, and they'll run quite a few tests. They're just checking. They take pictures of all inside your eye and the way that your pupil picks up things, and they get a load of information the first time that you come in just to find out if you're a candidate. Then, after you found out that you're a candidate and you've made the decision to do it, then they will set up a surgery date, but 1 week before that date, they'll call in some drops for you to begin putting in your eyes 4 times a day before you go into surgery. This preps the eyes. I think it's some kind of antibiotic or sterilization that just preps the eyes for the surgery and cleans it up, if you will. And when you get there for surgery, that day I had a load of support, and I suggest that you do too. Friends are great in times like these. And I had a girlfriend drive me, and I had another girlfriend meet me there, and then my husband followed shortly behind. And so I had a support force. When we arrived, the young lady took me back and my friend and had one of the nurses begin the process of putting drops in my eyes every 5 minutes for like 20 minutes, checking my blood pressure and administering the Valium, prepping me for surgery. Then a beautiful nurse with the most pretty eyes I've ever seen came and got me, retrieved me, and took me into the operating room. In the operating room, they'll lay you down and they will put a piece of tape across your head to hold your head still while they prep your eyes for the doctor. And it's probably about 10 minutes, and they're just cleaning the eye area, cleaning your eyelashes, and so forth. Then the doctor comes in. And honestly, it is the most calming situation. He has a playlist of music going. Dr. Hunter sings. And thank goodness he's good at it. But he sings as he does the surgery. He tells you everything to expect. For instance, there was a time of the surgery that I kind of saw like these psychedelic like strings going on in my eyesight. And he let me know, you should be seeing psychedelic things right now. And then he'll tell you to look in between lights or directly at lights and that kind of thing. One of the lights that Dr. Hunter asked me to look at, it was red. This light is the one that I think made all the difference in the result of the eyesight that I received. The red light belonged to Aura. Aura is a technology that when the lens is removed from your eye, she is able to make pictures at a very speed rate, 40 in less than 2 seconds. And when you look at that red light, she makes the measurement of your eye without your lens inside. And that gives a more correct size of lens that needs to be placed in your eye. That, I believe, also is the reason why both eyes can be done at the same time. Because traditionally, they do one eye, the non-dominant eye. Then the doctor watches the way that the lens operates, how it looks in the eye, and so forth. Then makes adjustments and does the dominant eye. That's the traditional way. That's why they'll do one and then wait 2 weeks and do the other. In my case, they did both eyes on the same day. And like I said, immediately after surgery, I'm able to read text and see people's faces, details of people's faces. So there's no patching of the eyes. There's nothing like that. No stitches, no pain. But after the surgery's over, the nurse will take you into another room and just go over again what you can and what you cannot do. For 1 week after the surgery, you're not to lift over 8 pounds. You're not to bend at the waist, where your head is down like this. Things like that. Not swimming for 2 weeks. Not letting water splash in your eyes. You know, just kind of reminding you of the things that they've already given you in writing for you to read, of what not to do and what you're able to do after surgery. And then they bring you out. They give you these really super cool sunglasses, which, by the way, I use for mowing grass now because it guards the top, the sides, and hey, I looked like Miss Hollywood when I came out, and I really felt like Miss Hollywood because the Valium was still working. But seriously, the experience was incredible. And that's the reason I really wanted to do this post, because I wanted to encourage you, if you had a dream, not to have glasses. If you have a dream, not to be able, to be without glasses for reading and distance. And I know by experience that you can have your eyes corrected and see very well. This is the 2 things that they tell me: that my eyesight will be this for the rest of my life, and that I won't ever have cataract. So it's almost too much to believe. And even my friends would kind of look at me like this and say, "Are you sure that you're able to see?" Yes, I can see, and it's incredible. And I just want to encourage you, and I hope that you will get the same result I do. I highly recommend Dr. Hunter Vision. At least go and give them a try and see if they're the right match for you. Their technology and the skill. These are young men, young doctors that are looking to give you the best eyesight. Not just 2020, but 2015. Their standards are quite high, and well worth every penny, well worth it. So anyway, that's the end of my story, and I hope that it's helped somebody, and you have a great day, and God bless you.